Chances are it is cold where you live, real cold. And Chesapeake Energy, the nation's second biggest natural gas producer, says the brutally cold weather slamming much of the country over the last few weeks is hurting its output. Just today, we learned that natural gas inventories declined this week, and prices for the fuel are currently sitting around 6-year highs.
Well, this snowy winter has depleted supplies of road salt, an increasingly precious and expensive resource that cities need to keep streets clear. If this nasty weather continues, could cities be snowballed into financial troubles? Morgan Brennan reports.
As storm after ferocious storm wallops the country this winter, cities and towns have plowed through their salt supplies, which are critical for clearing snow from streets. The need for more salt has caused prices to skyrocket as bad weather and high order volume have delayed deliveries. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has called the situation dire, and on the local level, some suburbs outside of Chicago ran out of supplies in January, as have many counties in Michigan. In Milwaukee, officials were eagerly awaiting a delivery that finally arrived yesterday.
The supply has been diminished pretty bad by the recent weather and stuff with the ice and snow, so we're pretty low on salt, so we're glad to see this shipment come in.
As prices climb, many municipalities have been scrambling to find funding, especially since many budget for winter weather months in advance, in many cases locking in on fixed price contracts for a set amount of salt. As contracts are exceeded, costs can rise fast.
We have approximately 600 tons at this point, and we're waiting for a delivery of 400 tons.
Robert Culvert is the director of Public Works in Tenafly, New Jersey.
I've been pre-ordering whenever possible to keep my supplies up, and I've been ordering after every storm to replenish whatever materials were used during the storms.
While inventory here remains in good shape, other places have gotten creative stretching supplies. Parts of Pennsylvania, New York, and Iowa are mixing salt with sugar beet juice, a combination said to prevent ice from bonding to the road. Others are experimenting with molasses and potato juice. And Milwaukee has been adding cheese brine, which acts as a substitute for calcium chloride pretreatments and only costs the city the price of transportation. For this town of 15,000 residents, a storm like Wednesday's requires 150 tons of salt. So Tenafly could weather 4 more blizzards with this supply. Others have not been so lucky. By the end of January, Wisconsin had already used 62,000 tons of salt, 5,000 more than a typical winter uses for the entire season. Some northeastern states had used even more. New Jersey had gone through 277,000 tons through January, not including this week's storms, a sum that's already 19,000 tons higher than all of last winter combined. And remember, the groundhog did see his shadow. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Morgan Brennan in Tenafly, New Jersey.